Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Hey, we're taking a look at another flashlight today. We're taking a look at the Brinyte PT18pro Oathkeeper. Now yes, I have reviewed the PT18 Oathkeeper previously on the channel. This one is the PT18 Pro. Now, very similar to the original PT18. With a couple minor differences and one difference that I actually really like. So we're going to take a quick look at the Pro, what it comes with and so on. And then we're kind of going to do a side-by-side comparison of the PT18 and the PT18 Pro. Now, when you get the Pro, obviously you can see it comes with your tactical ring and everything already equipped. Also comes with this nice nylon pouch, just as the 18 does. Charging cable, paracord lanyard, and some extra O-rings. Now this is pretty much all standard fare that you would get with the Pro or the regular PT18. One of the first differences we're going to take a look at, and here we're just going to put the PT18 right here. Maybe. And the PT18 Pro. Now, as you can see, you can just look at the two and go, okay, well, they look pretty similar. And they are for sure. As you can see, the PT18 does not have the tactical ring on it. That is actually one of the differences. Now, as you can see here, the PT18 Pro has a pretty robust tactical ring on it, with even a little, should we call it an attitude adjuster on it. Now this is the original tactical ring that was on the PT18, and as you can see, there is quite a bit of improvement from this to this. Quite a bit of improvement in my mind. Now, I have also reviewed the PT28 Oathkeeper, and that's where the more sturdy tactical ring was actually introduced, is on the PT28. Now, to be perfectly honest, do I use the tactical rings? No, not at all. I do not use this flashlight in any sort of tactical manner. I'm not law enforcement. I'm retired military, but I do not use this light in any sort of tactical fashion. It's the PT18, prior to getting the Pro, has become my favorite. It's basically my bedside light. And it's my bedside light for one reason. This and my, well, it's my concealed carry when I carry it, but my self-protection weapon are right next to me by the bed. The reason I like the PT18 and the PT18 Pro, they're the same, is this button right here. Just push button strobe. You hit that button, you get the strobe function. You don't have to push, you don't have to double tap, you don't have to triple tap. It's just push that button, you have strobe, and that is the perfect thing for if you were in a case where you needed to disorient someone quickly. Absolutely perfect. That is one of my favorite functions of the PT18 and the PT18 Pro. Now, I'll get that one there. I'm going to show you side by side. Now, side by side, you can do a side by side comparison of the specs. I won't sit here and read off the whole spec sheet for you, But what you have in front of you right now is the specs for the PT18, and you can pause and look at this if you would like. Now, if we shift over to the PT18 Pro, you can tell that the specs are pretty much the same. 2000. Now, I did notice on here that it says 2000 plus lumens. You know, I do not have a method of measuring lumens, you know, candle power, anything like that. So basically, or it says 2000 plus, we're going to say 2000 for the sake of argument. So the stats are pretty much identical. Both of them. Here's a little more on the PT18 Pro. 118/650 or 2CR123As. There's your voltage regulating. Now, I'll just let you take a look at that real quick. Both aluminum. They are pretty much the same, with the big difference, and the difference that I like the most. As you can see on the PT18 has USB or micro USB, I believe it's regular USB, micro USB charging. On the PT, sorry, got turned on. It got turned on. Ooh, careful. The PT18 Pro has a magnetic charging cable, and I really like that aspect of it. It's quick, it's easy. If I get the... Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Guess I should have had that out there. We got to dig a little bit. But what I like about this is, I mean, you get this near... Where's that? There it is. Boom. You're charging. I mean, it gets near there. Look. Oh, yep, we're here. I really like that. There's no plugging in. There's no... It's just close. It's on. I mean, I don't even have... I'm just... I mean, you can see I'm just... Yep, we're charging. I really, really like that aspect of it. Do I have anything against? Get over here. Where are you going? Do I have anything against the micro USB? No, not at all. It's a perfectly sufficient method of charging. I just like the ease, I guess, of the magnetic charging. Now you can see there on the light, or on the front switch, you have a green indicator. Green indicator just the same as on the 18. Green means you're higher than 70%. If it were orange, that would mean it would be 30 to 70%. Constant red, 10 to 30%. And if it's less than 10%, you're going to have flashing red. Now when it's charging, you'll have constant red. When it's fully charged, you'll have a green. And if there's some sort of abnormal something going on, it will be a flashing orange. All the same as the PT18. So, you can pretty much tell that the two major differences between the PT18 Pro and the regular PT18 are the upgraded tactical ring and attitude adjuster and your magnetic charging port. Biggest differences there. Now, operation are still the same. Like I said, this long button here, push button, strobe. You've got single action button here. Then you can use the long button to change through your modes: low, medium, high, and turbo. Low, medium, high, turbo. Now, whoops. Now turn it on. Now you can go to the front switch if you're just carrying it like a... Those usually come... These, the back buttons, are more for if you're using it in a tactical situation. And that one button strobe would do very well for that. Now, you can go up here to your front button, and you can change your modes as well, just by pushing. Low, medium, high, turbo. Double click, you do have strobe. Double click again, you have SOS. Now, I'm going to leave the strobe on for a little bit, guys. So, for those of you that have issues with strobe, it's warning you right now, but I want you to see something. Push that one button. If you notice, the strobe is actually changing. The strobe is changing frequency. I'll quit now. That is pretty cool as well, because even though in a strobe situation, eyes can adjust. Takes a while, and it definitely don't adjust right away, but they can actually adjust to the strobe. With that ever-changing strobe like that, it makes it harder for for the lack of a better term, a intruder, we'll call it that, an intruder in your home. It would take him longer for his eyes to adjust to that strobe. Now, one thing you have to remember when using the strobe is it doesn't just affect the individual that you may be using it on. It can affect you as well. So you have to be careful when using the strobe in a self-defense situation. And it doesn't even have to be in your home. This could be a good flashlight that, I mean, you can carry it on you. If I was going to carry this on my person, it would definitely be in this sheath, but it would be in a bag or something like that. Now, being in a bag, would it make it harder to get a hold of? Yes, it would, because you have to dig through the bag to get it. But you would have to place it in a spot in your bag where it would be easily accessible. So, should we go outside and get some beam shots? Yeah, let's do that. We'll go outside, we'll get some beam shots, and we'll compare the two that way. Hang on a sec, guys. Alright, guys, we're out here right now. And right now, I have the PT18, the original 18, on in low mode. Now, you can see there, you've got the fence. And the fence is probably roughly 25 to 30 feet away. We're in low mode. There's medium. There you can start to see the trees off there that are probably roughly about 55 to 60 feet away. There is high. And as you can see there, you've got a pretty decent beam and flood. And then there is turbo. Now remember that this was 2,000 lumens on turbo. So I'm going to shut off the 18. And I'm going to reach in my pocket and I'm going to grab the 18 Pro. And I want to start out on low. There's a low. So there's medium. There's high. And there's turbo. I think we're pretty... Yeah, I mean, like I said, the PT18 says 2,000 lumens. The PT18 Pro says 2,000 plus. I really don't know how much of a plus you are getting, because as I said, I don't have a method to measure it. But there's the PT18 Pro on that bush there. There's our flood. You kind of got an idea. I'm going to really try not to move the camera a whole lot and bring the PT18 back out. Whoops. There is the 18 on turbo. Yeah, I mean, actually the Pro, I think the Pro was lighting it up just a little bit more. So I don't know if that 2,000 plus might get us to 2,100 or a little bit more light. But there, you be the judge again. There is the 18. And here is the 18 Pro. And I think the Pro might be throwing just a little bit more light. I really do. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think? I think the Pro is throwing just a little bit more light. How much? Unfortunately, I cannot measure. I think it's got a little bit more throw to it too. Definitely, it's got a good beam, but I think it might have just a little bit more throw. Or flood, excuse me. I'm sorry. Wrong term. Flood there. There you go, guys. That's our beam shots. We'll get back in the house here real quick. Well, there you go, guys. That pretty much kind of shows you the PT18 Pro Oathkeeper with its improvements over the regular PT18. You've got the improved tactical ring. You have the magnetic charging port, which I like a lot. I really like that aspect. So, a couple of improvements on the original that we have right here. And the PT28 Oathkeeper, which also has the magnetic charging port. So, the PT18 came out. It was a good flashlight. I really do like it, guys. Like I said, it's pretty much become my go-to bedside light. Then the PT28 came out, a little bit smaller, a little bit more EDC friendly, with the improvements of the improved tactical ring and the magnetic charging port, which then got put in to the PT18 Pro. And now you have a more, like I said, the Pro, the PT18, I see that as more of a house vehicle. Even though it has the pouch and you can carry it, I see that more as a stationary light, pack light, something like that, where the PT28 was probably more suited, just because of its size and shape, to the EDC market. I will leave a link. It's kind of hard to find information on the PT18 Pro right at the moment. I will see if I can get a good link for you guys to provide you a little bit more information. There's plenty of reviews out there, so don't just take my word for it. Check out the other reviews. That's what we do, right? And as always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. You know I love talking to y'all. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.